Okay, we are here with the Lost Treasures bundle. Now you can see in this shot, I've got the lightning rod photo mode and the weather controller as well as the power armor. Now, starting out to showcase what this looks like, I'm going to start out with the lightning rod itself. You can see that it is a device I am holding in my hand, and it has lightning coming off of it, and it does hit. Now, the one nice thing about this is that lightning goes up high. I mean, if other people can see this from a distance, they will definitely know where you are. So, always a fun thing to showcase where your friends are. But as an actual photo, it does look good still. I mean, just look at this in close, background setup. It is a nice looking photo. Now, I actually think it might be one of my favorite photos. Now, switching over to the actual device that is the weather controller. Now, as you can see, the top is actually electrified. The rest of it is this kind of matte black / rust and copper. See, once I've turned off everything, you can actually see it much better. You can see how much darker everything was when it was on. You couldn't even figure out what type of material this was when it was. But you can see when I get in close, you can actually see the actual dark matte black over like a kind of, gunmetal style design. Overall, it actually looks pretty good. I wanted to power it down so that you could actually see the actual storm starting up. Now, even that said, I swear even the trees are like waving faster when the storm is active. It might be just a trick with the lighting. It could actually be a mechanic, but when I turn this thing on, you can actually see it just starts to get dark. It just looks, look at that right there. It's just like a blood moon coming out from behind everything. You've got lightning. It's just dark and windy, and it literally has just a great vibe to it. This could be a great kind of like, Mothman style base. It could be, all kinds of interesting things that you could do with this kind of just dark, spooky weather. And you can see that it does kind of create like a perimeter of fog around your base. You can see that when I'm looking close, you can't see it, but right here along this line, you can see that it becomes foggy, which is nice. But if you look at the trees and stuff, see how I said they almost look like they're waving harder now? And so that's really nice little effect. And with everything here, so definitely nice, definitely good. You can see all the lightning in the background. You can hear it. It's not too loud though, which is nice. Now switching it down and going inside so that I can showcase the rest. Okay, now that we're inside, we have the rest of the set. We have the vault door, the actual power armor showcase, the plushie, and the power armor. And before anyone asks, yes, it does finally come with a jetpack. So we're going to start off with the Vault 63 door, which is literally just, you flat out found this in the wilderness somewhere and decided to take it home. And literally part of the road with it too. And build it this nice display. Now if you notice, there is an activation. And you can see that it has a wonderful little lightning bolt and sound effect. So, nice little effect. Nice little Vault 63 door. As you can see, as I'm coming around it, it does have all the little designs on it. The cracked roadway. And you can see even behind it here, all the little internal mechanisms and everything. So a nice display piece. You can see where it got ripped out and got thrown. It's not full size, but pretty nice in either way. Now we're going to look at the actual little plushie here. And you can see it is a kind of adorable mole version of, you know, the Don't Set the Forest on Fire bear. And you can see that, you know, it looks actually pretty good. It's pretty much a kind of mass-produced plushie. You can see where it's got the stitching and everything else. I think it actually looks pretty funny and, you know, very much like a camp counselor style thing. You actually find a lot of posters with this creature on it in the actual new zone. Now, as for the actual display, I have got a display of it where it is lit up and dark so that you can see it. It actually does have a very nice design to it. It's got this kind of gunmetal matte black design. It has a really nice looking light. It's got good decorations. It's got the, you can see the black and yellow warning hazard stripes. All in all, it's pretty nicely done. The actual power armor itself, you can see sitting in the frame. Now, I am in a set of this power armor. I will show you it moving around afterwards, but you can see it's got, it looks worn and torn like it's been out there, but still good maintenance. So it definitely has seen some action, but not so bad of an issue kind of area. Now, you can see the amount of light coming off of it when this thing is actually turned on. It does have a nice shiny factor to it. So that is a big one, and it's kind of nice. Now, going to the actual display frame itself, you can see it's actually got like this normal light, all of this little thing. This like kind of Tesla coil design in the back. You can see as I walk around it, it does have a lot of nice detail. It has a nice easy plug-in point. All in all, very nice. Probably one of the nicer power armor and frame bundles they've done as these kind of DLCs. Switching over to the actual showcase of the armor itself, you can see as I stand up, it has these nice little lights on the side. Like, I really was expecting that kind of head dome to light up, but it is actually those little lights on the side that you can see me turning on and off, which is a really nice little touch. I don't think we've got any other power armor that's got those kind of tactical headlamps on the side. But you can see as I'm moving around, there's no real weirdness or clipping or missing pieces. All in all, looks good. The actual jetpack looks pretty nice. So if you are a jetpack user, I'm sure you will be enjoying that. Like I said, you can see it's got a nice shimmer. It's also got that, like I said, gunmetal matte black, so it should pretty much work with a few others. So if you want to mix and match pieces, maybe do a quick jog around so you can actually see it moving. Finally, the jetpack. You can see it's got a nice little jetpack design. So all in all, pretty good. It is a skin, not a paint job. So this will work on pretty much any power armor. Now, for new people, you still have to have a suit of power armor to actually paint this onto it. Now, it could be any type of suit that you find, but it has to be one. Now, going into the first person, as you can see when I actually pull out a gun, it doesn't have any real blocking area. It's pretty much just standard issue for whatever weapon you're carrying. It doesn't block up too much of your screen or anything. All in all, pretty nice looking, pretty well done. If you like this power armor and the other stuff in this bundle, it's actually a pretty nice one. I'm pretty pleased with it myself, and I hope y'all have a great time out there in the new zone, exploring and finding out all that new stuff. With that, I hope y'all have a great week.